What's good, y'all? I'm coming back with another video. Tonight, I wanted to tell you guys about, what it's like to be an amateur boxer. I wanted to give you guys a little summary, overview, synopsis, whatever word you want to use. But yeah, man, this is my personal answer on what it's like to be an amateur boxer. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, boxing is very draining. I'm just gonna be honest. Boxing is probably the most draining sport, arguably. Boxing is arguably the most draining sport out there. It's a lonely sport. It's a very draining sport. It takes a lot out of you. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much have to break your body down and then rebuild it back up. And you got to repeat that process a few times, especially if you take a layoff or take a little small break, in between your career progress. But yeah, man, boxing is very draining. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It's very draining. So anybody out there who wants to box, it's not for the weak for sure. Only the strong going to survive in this shit for sure. 1,000%. 1,000%. But, again, I had to take like a year and a half, like a year and some change, like a year and some change of a layoff because I had to get some things done for myself. I had to take care of some business, and I had to take care of some things for myself and had to do some things for myself. But yeah, boxing is very draining. I'm not gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be sugarcoating this to you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Boxing is very draining, and it's like it's hard to get fights when you're at a heavier weight. Like, I'm not like real heavy, but like I'm on the heavier side. Like I'm on the bigger side. Like I'm not like a lightweight or like, I'm not like 135, 140. I'm not that light, but I'm not like, like 220. You know what I'm saying? I'm not heavy, like, but I'm on the heavier side. So it's harder to get fights at a bigger weight, so I'm trying to come down a little bit so I can be more active. But you still have to have a match to get a fight. I mean, you can't fight if you don't have nobody to fight. So like what they do is they do matchmaking. They match you up with somebody that's about your age, your same experience level, that matches your same credentials so that you guys can make a fight happen. But yeah, boxing is very draining. And you're doing all this for free, mind you. You know what I'm saying? I haven't made $1 off of boxing yet. But yeah, you're doing all this for free. You know what I'm saying? Wear and tear on the body, getting punching, it's all wear and tear on the body. You know what I'm saying? Taking hits and giving them is still wear and tear on the body. But yeah, you're doing all this for free, mind you. Literally, doing all this for free. So that makes it even more draining because you're pouring out of your cup and not getting anything poured back into your cup in return. So that case scenario is going to be very draining at the end of the day. But yeah, man, in my opinion, being an amateur boxer, yeah, I mean, pretty much all I'm really gonna say about it is that it's draining. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. It's draining. You gotta be mentally strong. You gotta keep going. You gotta really want this. Like, you gotta really want it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really want it. Like, at the end of the day, you gotta really want it. That's in any sport, period. But we talking about boxing tonight. You gotta really want it. Like, you gotta really want, the fame, the glory, the belts, the money, the jewelry, the cars, the accolades, etc. You got to really want it. Like, you have to really, really want it to see it through. Because if you don't really want it, you're not going to see it through. Like, you can be like, oh, fuck this. Like, I'm done. Like, this too much work. This too hard. It takes too much out of you. You know what I'm saying? It takes too much work. It's too hard. Fuck this. If you don't really want it, that's going to be you. But if you really want it, you're going to see it through. And eventually you will have, the money, the cars, the clothes, the jewelry, the big ass mansion. You're going to have all that stuff that you want sooner or later, as long as you keep going. But yeah, at the end of the day, you just have to keep going. You know what I'm saying? That's what's really going to determine whether you get it or not. You got to keep going. And it's like, if you really want it, it's going to be easier for you to keep going. So to sum it up, yeah, in my opinion, what it's like to be an amateur boxer, it's just very draining. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I mean, that's really the only bad thing I can say about boxing, being an amateur boxer. Amateur boxing, that's really the only bad thing I can say about it, is that it's very draining. You're doing all this work for free. You're doing free labor, taking hits, giving hits. It's all wear and tear on the body, and you're not getting paid any money. You don't make a dime. When you're an amateur, you don't make no money. And even when you turn pro, you're not finna just come out the gate being a main event headliner, fighting for a title, your first fight, making 10 million of a purse in 36 minutes of work. That's not how this goes. Like, you're not about to just start out at that level. So even when you turn pro, you still gotta work your way up in the ranks to be able to make the big boy bucks, even when you turn professional. So it's like, yeah, man, I mean, it's a ride. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's a ride, end of the day. Nonetheless, it's a ride, it's a journey, and it's a path, nonetheless. So, yeah, man. That's really all I got for you guys tonight. If you're thinking about boxing, my advice to you is you have to be mentally strong to be able to survive in this. And you have to be physically strong as well. So, yeah, that's my advice to anybody who's an aspiring boxer who wants to compete, take boxing serious, you know, make something out of it. That's my advice to you. But other than that, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tune in for more.